group heavily involved in the last city election may also want to put a stop to the proposed multi-purpose entertainment venue.
Thanks for joining us. Amarillo Citizens for Change have many of the same supporters as the newly elected city council members. And they ran ads online encouraging voters to oust all the incumbents from the city council. And one of their main contributors to Amarillo Citizens for Change says he is against the proposed MPEV, which is now up in the air since new members of the city council have been sworn in. KAMR Local 4's Kelly James continues to follow the money in tonight's I-Team investigation.
Let's vote these rascals out.
This is an online ad paid for by Amarillo Citizens for Change. Nothing illegal about it, though it is misleading.
We paid $4.7 million for the $1.6 million Commerce building.
In actuality, we paid $3.1 million. It also mentions a $50 million ballpark when the MPEV is actually proposed to cost less at $32.2 million.
We didn't get to vote on any of it.
In the course of our I-Team investigation, we're learning more about who's behind this group. Former Mayor Jerry Hodge and attorney Vince Nowak are prominent contributors to that group. They also contributed heavily to the 3 new city council members' campaigns. Councilman Mark Nair says he's aware of the group, but says nobody is guiding his decisions.
All I've said is I want to dig into this to make sure it makes sense. The only person I promised anything to was my wife, that I wouldn't spend all my time doing this stuff. I've broken that promise to her.
Nair says he vaguely knows the 2 men, but does know their supporters. Nowak would not return our calls. Hodge did, but refused to do an on-camera interview. However, he did say, being a downtown businessman himself, he is in favor of development, but not for the multi-purpose entertainment venue. Nair says he hasn't decided what he wants to do with the MPEV, and the group and its supporters will have no effect on how he votes.
What I said was, if you like what I'm saying, if you think I will do a good job, please contribute to the campaign. But you don't have to. But I'm not obligated. I had this conversation with so many people. I'm not obligated to do the job you think I should do. I'm going to do the best job I can.
Now, again, Hodge and Nowak's name came up in our investigation. We mentioned it last night. It came up while we were following the money behind the last election. Now, Nowak claimed that he called the FBI about the AEDC's involvement with the purchase of the Commerce building, though the FBI won't confirm nor deny that investigation. Hodge's name was brought into the mix when new councilman Randy Burkett mentioned that Hodge had asked to be on the AEDC board. Well, on the phone today, Hodge denied making that request and says he's only spoken to Burkett probably once. Burkett made the comment shortly after asking for the review or removal of the entire AEDC board. Live in studio, Kelly James, KAMR Local 4 News. Jackie?
Kelly, thank you. And we've played phone tag with the group's treasurer since late last week. Amarillo attorney Selden Hale's office tells us he's out sick. Another connection between Amarillo Citizens for Change and the city council, Hale's wife, Claudia Stravato, says was Councilman Elijah Demerson's treasurer during his campaign.
Well, people who feel